Alright, let's start with a fresh one again. So we'll click on Gradient Sky and drop a new one in here. And this time around, we have looked at, just as a recap here, again, we've looked at the offset, scale, and angle options here. Let's go ahead and go through. We're going to take a look at the different type of shaders and then applying the different colors to them to see the effect from it. But then also, before we do that, let's take a look at our blend on the alpha blending. So what I'm going to do is take this one and let's go ahead and scale it up here a little bit. And what we want to do with this is make a couple of them. So I'm going to make one more right here. And this one, let's change its blending. Instead of the alpha blending, let's actually take it to say additive. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that the image itself is going to be in front of the other one. And then we'll just move it over to the side so you can see in front. So do you notice now all of a sudden, instead of being the exact same, that blue and to purple, the additive shader is actually making it where it goes a little brighter. So we could take, so while we have it here, let's go back to our blend mode here. And if we did, instead of additive, we did soft additive, then we did multiplicative, which is going to just make it darker, and then a 2-time on that as well. So we can do those, and you can see the transition effects that can actually occur. But then also, say for instance we'll do a transparent, so it goes from 1 to nothing right there. So then when you start to see the difference between it, how it's going to look with it. So something just to keep in mind is that when you're actually changing up things, you can actually use the blend to actually blend between the different ones. And this also means that for instance here, let me do it, we'll do a multiplicative and make it full screen. There we go. So I'm going to make this full screen, and just as a quick example so you can see this, is that this is going to be in front. So then if I place a player in here, we'll just double check that it's in front. Yeah. So you could actually have things like this where you are, in terms of the gameplay, you have an entire image in front of everything else. So if it was supposed to be a dark night and you just wanted everything to have a purple tint, then all of a sudden all your tiles have a purple tint to them. So nice and easy in terms of its setup. You can very quickly change the atmosphere and the mood just by changing those elements with it. Alright, so there we go. So that's going to be the basic setup for the blend mode, and be able to see that being used across another one, but also across the whole scene in front of other tiles.